So now what I can do is click on the folder that I'm interested in and go to view again, and we've got two book files here. So what I can do is, oh look, we've got loaded the expressions that I didn't actually want. Let's go back to book queries, and we've got quite a few book queries there. So now if I select, I should have some. Okay, so we can see immediately that those are re-evaluated as we select a file. And just to prove, I'll select another file, and it's got other details, and it will show them there instead. Now, one useful thing that you can do as well is I can go into a dual view mode, and I can actually lock one view to one file and then switch to the next file, and therefore only that view has changed. So I just need to quickly minimize that. So we've got two different files loaded here. One's got one book described, and the other's got another book. And as you can see, you can do an immediate comparison of the two sets of results without actually having to type in any new expressions. So they're re-evaluated, and in fact, if I add something new in, so if I were to add a language, for example, and I double click on that, that evaluates immediately that expression in both files at the same time. So we can see the language is Russian in that file, but English in that file. Right, while we're in dual pane mode, I'll quickly show you something else. So let's, first of all, I'm going to type in a collection. Now what this will do is allow me to show you what happens if your returned results are actually within another element rather than the source that you've actually selected, the source XML. So I'm using a special URL here called, it's not called a URN include, it's called URN input. And what that has done is it's returned a whole set of nodes associated with the document nodes of all items within the input. Now, because this is a special URI, what that actually returns is the set of files that you've got selected in your file list. So it's all those files effectively. And so just to close that down, and let's tidy this up a bit. So what shows immediately that you've got external nodes is that these are shown in sort of pink rather than green, which is their normal color. So we're not so much interested in the source, we're actually interested in the nodes that that are returned in that expression. So I can close down that and that, and so effectively use this to navigate this file. So anywhere where I select now a document node that is returned, it will open up that file in the adjacent viewer. So, and of course you can continue to type. What I should probably do is, let's bring back my IntelliSense, which is that one there, because it does help if I get something to see. And I can say, if I go for book list, books, so the IntelliSense I get is aggregated from all those files. And let's go for the weight, and let's go for the text node within that. Okay, so now I've got a set of text nodes. It tells me the type there. That single green node, that means that that's actually matching the source XML for this file that's loaded in this pane. But if I click anywhere, it will load that specific document and then highlight that node within that document. So it's a quick way of navigating through your entire set of files in one go. Right, let's go back to what I've been going through. At this time I won't go through the HTML and Office viewers, but we had an XML view there, and you can quickly select HTML or Office files as well, and they're embedded viewers for those. For Office, you actually need Office installed on your local machine for that to work. And we were just now viewing non-local nodes, what I was referring to as external nodes. XPath library files. We saw the default library file that was saved, and then we resaved it with a named XPath file name, so that we could reload those variables explicitly. The import-export converters, well, I can quickly show you them. Gone past. So import-export, if I go to Files again and go to the XPath pane here, I can click on Modify, and what you'll see is drop-down lists, and these can have converter files within them. At the moment they aren't there, but effectively any XSLT files that you place in this special import XSLT folder, they will be shown in the drop-down list automatically for you. So you just select those if you want to use your own specific converters, and they can be for things like for extracting XPath expressions from XSLT files or from schematron files, and you can do different conversions for import and for export, load and save as it's labeled here. Let's go back to what else we've got to cover. We've been through the recent files lists, and we've also seen the interactive nature of when you're actually clicking on those lists, list items, and you immediately get the folders loaded. There's a lot more to SketchPath-Pro than what I've shown you, in particular the powerful zip file handling that it has, but this is a good basic introduction to the product, and I hope you will try it out. Thank you for listening.